Hi everybody, Janine here. Welcome to my channel. I have been cleaning my craft area. It was such a mess. My craft space is not very big. It's big enough. But I have been collecting so many things, and I didn't always have a designated craft area, and now that I do have one, I have so much stuff. And then I was inspired by so many ladies who are going, not actually revamping, but destashing and so on. And I thought, well, there you go, do exactly the same. So I've gone through boxes and baskets and bags and you name it. And ladies, let me tell you, it was, I think maybe 5 bags of destashing, and all of it is going to the special needs school. But in the clearing and sorting out of my craft room, I found these bases for, I assume I wanted to make mini books from it, mini lace journals. Now I know that this, when I look at it, I remember there was a tutorial. I'm not sure whose tutorial it was. I don't know if it's Donnie or Mrs. T, 7 Mrs. T, I'm not sure whose tutorial this was. But in any case, there you go, this is what I've done. But I think that I've done something different, because I noticed that when I put them into each other, let's call it joining spine, the one in the middle is shorter than the one on the end. And the one on the outside. You see there? So I assumed that I wanted it to maybe lay in such a way like when you do the mini albums. But anyway, so I found this big one, which I assume, like I said, I was going to do an album with it, and I had material on the base, and that was it. And then I found a smaller version of this, and I also found, and this is my smaller version. And it's exactly the same style as this, except that the rounds of the circle are much smaller. But it does have the longer connecting strip on the outside than it has on the inside. And when I was going through everything with destashing, I found these images, and I remember a lady, I think she lives in Holland, and she came visiting here one year, and we went craft shopping, and she gave me a bag of goodies, and I think these images were in there, and they were all, so I couldn't make up, they were all oval shaped, sorry. And then when you look at them, you'll see that they look a bit, I don't know, vintage, old. Now I'm not sure if it was printed that way, or if there is an overlay over the original image, or if it's just a print around, low on ink. But either way, I decided to use those images and these rounds instead of throwing them away. And this little book is quite colorful, which is different from my usual go-to colors, but it's, it was nice incorporating colors. I found things in my destashing with colors that I didn't even know I had, and I tried to incorporate some of what I found into this little book and then gave the others away. So basically there's they all are really the same, with the face of the lady on the cover and the dress just coming out on its own. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and on the felt round there was a doily on each side. Okay, so, and then here's the spine. On the spine I have placed these, you can see these 2 paper flowers and a piece of coffee dyed lace, I assume, you know, to close the dresses, or just to hide it a bit. And I quite like how that turned out. And of course we have several glue strings joining in on this video, so please be patient. Anyway, so on the cover, at the back you'll see there's a bit of orangey peach. It looks a lot darker on camera, but it's more orangey peach. And lace, thin lemon lace on the outside, and then a doily. The inside of the doily was cut out, and just the outside of the doily is there. Underneath the dress I've placed this fabric. I used the fabric that I bought by Annie in her the fabric that she sold in the burlap bag. So I used a lot of her fabric, and you can't really see the material. I think you can see, yeah, there we go, on the side. That's the material I used there. But on the front of this dress I layered it with this trim to give it that puffy. These 2 different trims here. This one, let me show you, on the end there, and also on top, same on top. And then it's just this layer of this material on the outside. I think I got this material from Julie, not 100% from Julie Monroe. I could be wrong. And there's a bow. There's also some material that I had in my stash that's coffee stained. Made a bow, added these 3 peach little fabric flowers and a pearl center. So there we go. Not, and there's a bow, ties it together. And this is the next page, 2 pages. Oh, my arm guys, sorry, I keep forgetting. So let's just use it on here. It's much better for me to support. So the next page is a green and purple page. I've combined the 2 colors as best as, well, in the manner of speaking. On this one I also have the dress, which is green. There's a doily piece on the outside, bit of a dangle. This is Creating with Details dangle, ribbon, some tiny ribbon flower, some purple pom-pom lace. This is a doily that Jean gave me. Thank you, Jean. I cut the inside, framed the doily around the image, and this is the center of the doily. There's a bow and a little bit of rose applique on the side around the image. I wanted to, I might still, not sure, add some blings and pearls, but I don't know. My daughter, when I showed it to her, she said, "Mommy, leave it like that." So I might just leave it like that. I'm not sure. And then on this page, purple image again, little ribbon flower. Same thing with the doily, white doily this time. Bit of an applique and some ribbon over there. Again, some trim at the bottom and 2 purple bows. I quite like how the 2 colors go together. I've been working a lot with purple lately, and I think I'm going for my colorful phase, guys. So basically the the dresses are all joined on the at the top here, see, so that all joined like that at the waist. And then of course, what is a color project from Janine without blue? Here we go. This is my blue page. 2 different material altogether, images. This is a hard doily, some white lace around the edge. That's also some trim that I've just shaped like that with a ribbon ribbon flower. And then can you hear my cat? She's thinking that I'm talking to her. And this is I added this leftover piece of, I don't know, maybe fashion jewelry I'd found when I was destashing. Doily centers. Just used it. There's also leftover piece of doily, so I added them all, did a little decorated it using the guys. When I do a video, I can't speak English. On the second page, another image on top with some pom-pom trim going around, doily at the bottom. There's also a piece of blue doily, another leftover piece of doily, again blue material that I made into a bow, tied into a bow. And then I have two, the material here is brown, sorry, the material is blue, and I put this blue fabric over the top, and that blue trim at the bottom, and this white lacy type of cloth over the top. So that's my blue page, and some blue ribbon trim in the middle. And my last page is a colorful page. I have, let me just hold it properly. I have brownie orange. This is a doily piece at the back, another doily round on the outside. I used one of those little flowers that Jean gave me. Thank you, Jean. And then afterward I added this little bling piece in the center. This one again, added that same bling there, piece of applique and ribbon roses. And then on the last page is the pocket page, and used material, yellow doily. This doily comes from that centers in this one. I just cut them apart in a pocket to put some goodies in. I added this piece of material just to give it something similar as the dresses without making a dress. And on the back I just have a doily and another fringe of a leftover doily and that cloth. So I know it's different. I like doing different. I like doing different a lot. So what you say? Excuse me? Don't try to get, what's wrong? Excuse me, Jessica. So that's the cover. And of course the tie. I use this lemon type of trim at the back and put this cloth over it, because it kind of goes with all the color in the book. So there we go. That's the cover. And second page. Here we go. Third page. holding it a bit awkward, guys, but struggling with this frozen shoulder. It's really got my hand movements all up in a awkward, you know. That the smallest thing, lifting up a cup of tea, for example, is a big deal. So is that page? Let me try this way. There we go. There's that page. And my pocket. And the back. So yeah, I like how it's turned out. I know exactly who I'm going to gift it to. And like I said before, everything I make, well, 90% of what I make I give away. So this is my ladies in dresses little mini book, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and yeah, thanks for commenting, and I'll see you soon.